Multiplying and dividing fractions, we have top is times, bottom is divide. So everything that's times goes on top, all the divides go on bottom. We can group them together, which then allows us to use our top times times bottom rule for multiplying fractions. So in this case here, we have our 3 over 5 times 2. Now, although we have the times 2 is not a fraction, we know that the times parts all go on top. So this really is just 3 times 2 on top, and then 5 on bottom. So we get 6 on top, 5 on bottom. The one thing you do not want to do is times the top and times the bottom. Okay? Times only goes on the top. It does not go on the bottom. And when we have fractions, we have the fractions divides are already in the bottom. So that's why we can do top times top, bottom times bottom. But the main rule is times on top, divide on bottom. So that 7 is a times by 7. The 6 is a divide. The divide by 3 is also divide. So we're going to group that with all the divides on the bottom. And so now we have top times top, bottom times bottom. And we end up with 7 over 18 is going to be 7 divided by 6 divided by 3. So all the divides get grouped together on the bottom. When we have fractions, it becomes a little bit easier because we can just, it's already organized. So top is on the top. So we do top times top, bottom times bottom. We want to simplify this fraction. Any common factors we want to take out to simplify. So 2 over 12 is same as 1 over 6. Same thing here, top times top, we get 12 on top. Bottom times bottom, we get 18 on bottom. There is a common factor of 6. So we're going to divide by 6, and we get 2/3. So 12 out of 18 is same as 2 divided by 3. When we are dividing, we want to know that any double divides really is just doing the original thing or multiplication. So to do this, we really have, here we have 3 divided by 7. Well, that 7 really is divide, so it should be in the denominator. But the double divide by 2, that's a double divide, so that ends up in the numerator as times. Okay, so we put all the times on top and group them together, put all the divides on bottom and group those together. So we end up with all the times grouped together is 6 divided by 7. There's only only one divide here, and that's divide by 7. So the rule we use is we change it to multiplication and flip the second fraction. So I can do this, 3 times 2 over 7 times on top, divide on bottom, and we get the same answer. So here we are going to divide by a fraction, so we're going to convert it to times, and then the divide by 3 over 2, well, that's really divide by 3 and times by 2, or flipping the fraction into 2 over 3. Once we have that, we're going to do top times top, bottom times bottom, and then since there are common factors shared on the top and bottom, we can simplify the fraction into 1 over 6. So same thing here, we have the divide converts to times, so we need to do a flip to make that balance out. So dividing by 2 over 3 is same as multiplying by 3 over 2. That 2 really should go in the denominator because it's divide. The 3 is a double divide, so it goes in the numerator. When we work this out, top times top, bottom times bottom, and then simplify this fraction by dividing by the common factor of 6, and we get 2/3 is the final answer. So 4/9 divided by 2/3 is equal to 2/3. Another way to think of this is the answer 2/3 times the divisor 2/3 equals original number 4/9.